Quilting Celebrations with Patrick Lose is brought to you by Robert Kaufman Fabrics, home of my Mix Masters collections and all of the designer basics, prints, and batiks your quilt deserves. Sulky, makers of decorative threads, stabilizers, and books. Sulky, express yourself. The Warm Company, manufacturers of the perfect soft, warm battings for quilts, crafts, and wearable arts. Realize your dream, Gamma Quilting Systems, hand and computer-guided quilting machines. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Koala, sewing furniture custom built in America. And Patrick Lose Quilt and Create Studio. What are you making today? My Mix Masters collection of fine cotton fabrics from Robert Kaufman is a fantastic family of basics and blenders. It's like a toolbox of textures for quilts, accessories, home decor, and more. I've included a wide variety of prints from dots to bubbles and stripes to squiggles. Some whimsical, some sophisticated. Look for my Mix Masters collections at a local independent fabric retailer near you, or you can find them all online at robertkaufman.com. Welcome to a Christmas in July episode of Quilting Celebrations with Patrick Lose. We'll be showing you some tips for making my Christmas card caddy, a festive way to store and display your season's greetings. Hi, Jan. It's great to have you here in my Quilt and Create studio for the first time. It's taken a little while to get you here. Yes. I've nagged quite a bit, yes. But I'm glad that you brought Rhonda and came down to visit.
We drove down here to come and see you at your request.
And I'm glad you did. You guys might remember Jan Uriosti from the first episode of Quilting Celebrations when we did a little Skype visit that got a little out of hand at Fiddlesticks Quilt Shop.
Just a little.
It's hosted Patrick. Congratulations.
Thank you. Champagne.
Yes.
A lot of champagne.
A lot of, well, okay. And chocolate dipped strawberries.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I wasn't even offered those.
No, no.
Well, it was a lot of fun. And Jan is from Boulder City, Nevada, and we do a retreat there, Dam Christmas Party, at the Boulder Dam Hotel in July.
And it's so much fun.
We're no strangers to Christmas in July, and I design for Christmas year-round. I mean, this is just what I do. I love to design for Christmas and the holidays, fall and winter holidays. So I wanted you to be here for this episode because I'm going to design a Christmas card caddy.
Oh, good.
Kind of a wall hanging that would hold your Christmas cards. And so I want to do...
well, before you get started on that, I haven't seen you in a while. We have to get caught up on grandkids. Yeah. And I'm looking, behind you are some pictures of Anna. Oh. So I want you to tell me about those pictures.
There is a story behind this. Every time that my daughter, Katie, takes my granddaughter Anna shopping, upon entering the shop, she's got this series of faces that she makes, and
they are so
it's
cute.
Almost like she's critiquing people, though, with some of these faces. But she's a character. I mean,
I just love
very
this
animated.
Little shot here.
That's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites
I know.
too. It's just
Where
kind of
am
goofy.
I? What am I doing? Oh, this is so cute.
Your grandson Cash is about the same age.
I thought you would never ask. Yes, well, I
pictures?
just happened to get this calendar.
Oh, she has
Shelley,
a calendar.
A calendar. Yes. He is, I want to say almost 8 months old, or maybe he's...
They're about the same age,
they're about the same
Anna
age.
was born in September, and
So I just got this the other day. Shelley sent it to me, and I wanted you to see. This picture just reflects him.
He's adorable.
Perfectly, and then this is the little jumper. Yes, he loves the jumper.
Anna just got one of those. So.
But this is kind of what he looks like.
He's got an impish
I think
grin.
he's going to have a little impish.
Really?
He comes by it honestly.
Yes. I know this to be
I tell
true.
my son all the time, you're going to pay for your raisin. He's just a doll baby. I'm so proud of him.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So let's see what you're going to do.
So I wanted to just kind of show you, I'm going to sketch out what we're going to make. I like to design more animated looking things that, you know, with characters and whimsical.
Yes.
And my snowman character I've used on a few different things, rubber stamps and Christmas cards, and I think I've got a table runner with him. I call him Flaky.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Flaky fella.
I'm familiar with him, so.
Yeah, I think you may have helped make the table runner. Yeah. So he's just kind of a more contemporary snowman. He's got like an overly tall.
Okay, yeah, he's
top
one
hat,
of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then, you know, I want to give him a really animated expression, you know, in his eyes and you know, cute,
happy,
cute smile.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very cute. Yeah.
And you know, like I said, I have a new line of fabric, monochromatics, that I want to use for this. And I think it'll be great for the catch to this, though. This is going to be a more rectangular, elongated piece, but the card.
And where do you put the cards?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to give him a scarf down here.
Okay.
We'll just sort of alternate
okay.
red and green. And we'll turn that into a pocket. It'll be like a quilted pocket that sits out from the design.
So the pocket's going to be where you put the cards.
Right, we'll just make a quilted, you know, it'll be pieced, you know, red and green.
Okay.
We'll put batting in there too to give it some, you know, stability. And then the cards will slide in front of his face then. But it'll hang on the wall. We'll have a hanger for it and everything.
Okay.
You know, all of these details will be satin stitched. And we don't need to necessarily, when we go out to the studio to work on this, I don't think that we have to teach it from the beginning. You know, we do a lot of satin stitching.
Right.
But one of the things that people have a hard time with are the small, like the pupils in his eyes. Things that are smaller like that, I've got an idea that I think I can show how to do that without having to satin stitch those eyes. You know, I want to throw in too, I have this new way of doing snowflakes. And that's a very easy way to just, you know, kind of satin stitch. We'll do like a hexagon shaped fabric, so that'll be an applique, but then we'll take silver metallic thread and do the spokes there.
When do we get started?
Well, we can go out in the studio and work with Rhonda on it anytime now. I've got to make some templates and things like that first. But before that, I wanted to show you, I got to go to market in May in Salt Lake City, and there was a lot of new stuff for the holidays, for Christmas, things for quilters to make and new products. And so we got some video there. With Jody Davis. And that's what I'd like to do. We're going to go to some video of market and the new products there for the holidays. Top quality Sulky decorative threads help you get the look you love. Create soft, warm, elegant embroideries with gorgeous Sulky rayons. Add exquisite texture, tone, and vibrancy to your quilting projects with Sulky cotton blendables and solids. Lighten up the look with 60-weight Sulky Polylight, or add a subtle sparkle or a brilliant shine with Sulky Metallics. With 19 stabilizers, Sulky has the perfect one for every project. Sulky has everything you need to create with confidence. Welcome to Quilting Celebrations in Salt Lake City. We're here at International Quilt Market. I'm here with my friend Jody Davis from QNN TV. And we wanted to do a little bit of a spotlight on what's new for the holidays, for Christmas time. It is a beautiful weekend in May here. It did just snow a couple of days though here in Salt Lake. We wanted to, you know, ahead of time be able to show you what's coming out for the holidays so that you can have them made and ready in time for your holiday quilting celebrations.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. So I've taken a little walk around market and seen some of the things myself. There's a lot of really beautiful and fun and whimsical Christmas things here, but I want to take Jody around. We're just going to walk the aisles a little bit and show you guys what's out there.
Yeah, I haven't had much time to look because I'm here with QNN and we've been taping for all sorts of things, so I haven't seen anything, so I'll be thrilled to get a chance.
We have a lot of stuff to do. I'm here myself selling my patterns and books and fabrics with Robert Kaufman.
And on and on and on.
Exactly, yeah. We both wear a lot of hats here at market, but we also find a lot of time to enjoy it too.
And we have a good time, don't we?
Yes, well, we had a little bit too much of a good time last night, but it was a blast. There's a lot of good parties here at market too. That's my favorite part.
That's right. It's the friendships.
Exactly. It's celebrations, and that's what we're all about.
That's right.
Let's go take a look and see what we can find for Christmas. All right. Well, what'd you think of that, Jody?
Oh, that was so much fun. I saw some really cool stuff.
I love all.
Patrick, it's snowing in your booth.
Snow, brought to you by our sponsor, the Warm Company. and our very creative crew.
Well, that's appropriate. We're in the mood, aren't we?
That's right. Well, and I have a project related to snow here that I wanted to show y'all. Yeah. My Christmas card caddy.
Oh, isn't that cute?
We're working on in this episode.
Oh, great.
This is my flaky fella, I call him. And his scarf is a pocket to put Christmas cards in.
Oh, that's great, because I never have places for cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've always got them sitting around everywhere too.
Yeah.
So this is a nice way to display them in your home. And I think we should get back into the studio and start working on this.
Great.
You've got stuff to do, I'm sure.
I sure do. I sure do. Have fun making flaky. Bye.
Bye-bye. There are some products that I use so much, I just think that everyone knows about them and is using them too. Steam-A-Seam 2 and Light Steam-A-Seam 2 are my choice for fusible webs, and I really think they should be your choice too. The patented double-stick adhesive allows perfect placement of your applique every time. Steam-A-Seam creates a permanent bond that is washable and dry cleanable. Finish the edge with a decorative stitch or leave it raw, it's up to you. So when you hear me say fusible web, you know I'm talking about Steam-A-Seam 2. Welcome back. We're in the studio now with Jan, who you've met, and our friend Rhonda, also from Boulder City, Nevada. These are a couple of the Boulder Babes, and Boulder Babes is a term of endearment. There's nothing derogatory meant by that.
That's what he says.
This is the finished Christmas card caddy. It's a wall hanging that holds the Christmas cards in the scarf around the snowman's neck. We did all of the satin stitching, all of the detailing, some hollyberry, buttons for hollyberries, used silver metallic sulky thread to make a kind of a blustery winter scene in free motion quilting on the background, and also to create the snowflake. What I wanted to work on with this, though, at least one of the things, is the pupils for the snowman, because everyone who is a beginner at satin stitching or applique is kind of afraid to do these small circles in satin stitching to get the outlines. So I cheated myself. I was lazy on this one, and what I did is just a free motion, I call it scribble quilting, to hold the pupils down.
And so that's how you didn't do
They're not satin stitch.
Oh,
no,
okay.
this is satin stitch, the outline of the eye, but you know, just that black, there's no reason, you're not gonna be throwing this in the washer.
No.
And even if you did, with the scribble quilting, the way I'm gonna show you to do it, you could easily do that, and it could go in the washer.
You Steam-A-Seamed it on, and then you did
Yeah,
that.
I used the Steam-A-Seam 2 to fuse everything down, and then either satin stitched or...
That's a good idea.
You could throw some little red threads in there, make them a little, you know,
Evil?
red-eyed, you know? Holiday cheer.
Leave it to you. Holiday cheer. Yeah, okay. Well,
Cheers.
with that said...
Cocktails? Oh, that's right, we're from Vegas.
And we're out. Okay, so what I have here just to practice on, we have fused 3 cyclops.
Yeah.
Well, no, that'd be one. No, we've got 3 pupils fused here that I'm going to show you how to do some free motion quilting on. So it's like doing any other free motion quilting. You just lower your feed dogs, use a darning foot or a free motion quilting presser foot. And I'm going to start right in the center of that pupil. And I'm just going to work my way out in a spiral.
Well, we could do that.
Don't give yourself too much credit.
Okay. We could pretend to do that.
There you go.
I could try.
Yeah.
And that's really all there is to it.
And you don't even see it.
No, I mean, you might with some batting, you know, when it's actually sandwiched
Very nice.
and quilted. Yeah, it's just an easy way to do that.
You should take up quilting.
You should take up comedy. So that's that. Do you want
a piece
one?
that? Yeah. Well.
You want to try one of these?
Sure.
I know you don't.
I
Do it
don't.
anyway.
Okay, but I'll do it.
There you go.
Anything for you, Patrick.
Yes,
Drove all the way
Well,
from
I-
Boulder City to be with you, Patrick.
I know that you can do it, is why I
It's
asked you to.
always about you,
but I want you to try
Patrick.
it. Stop it.
Got lost 10 times on the
Okay,
way.
so how do I?
That's not my fault.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a little confused. Okay, so now this is good to
Got a
go.
little. Yeah, it should be. Just if you want to
Hit this. Okay.
just lower, yeah.
Okay.
Jan, you could put this on your Christmas wish list, you know? New
This sewing machine?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah.
You're going to be doing some piecing here next on it, but it is a great machine. I think you'll really like it. Very good.
Okay.
You've done this before.
Not on this machine. I like it.
great.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy.
Now just raise that, and well, actually, you can cut your thread.
Okay, good.
Good job.
Did I do good?
You done good.
Okay.
Very nice.
Jan's freehand quilting she's
Free
doing
motion?
great.
Yeah, I know.
She
I
is-
know. I remember when you wouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
No.
You were doing great.
Glass of wine and it's all good.
And it's free motion.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, though, to make the pocket to hold the cards
Right.
is actually the Snowman Scarf.
And Rhonda's gonna iron. Don't forget that.
Yes, the all-important pressing.
Gee, I never knew that all that ironing I had to do as a kid was going to come in handy.
How far
know?
did you drive to iron
Oh,
some pieces?
let me tell you.
What is it? It's like a 4.5, 5-hour drive?
Yeah.
And if you don't get lost,
Right.
yeah.
Well, all
There-
right,
there's
6,
that.
7-hour drive.
The little roundabout kind of got us a little confused.
Don't you love the new bridge, though?
Oh yeah, we didn't know we were on it, but
Were you drinking?
no, we don't do that. Okay, so now this has some like super duper
Yep,
scissors.
Right
so
there, the
okay,
scissor icon, you just push that.
okay.
That cuts your thread.
Now
There
we're
you go.
part of the. Why don't you tell them about the Boulder Babes? How we came into being? Do you even know?
Well,
Were you there?
yes, I was there, but there was a little bit of a story to it before I got there. Our retreat, the damn Christmas party, that's where it really all started. We all got together at the retreat in the summer for a Christmas in July retreat, but it was really by the end of the retreat, we had solidified, I mean, as a group. And so, but it was the girls in Boulder City that needed a name.
Yes. We wanted to be
needed
special.
That's right. We needed to
Yes.
have a way, Gary and I needed a way to refer to you. And Boulder Babes was kind of what we always said, but we thought maybe that was a little derogatory.
Oh my goodness.
But then, what are you doing with that?
I don't know. The
Oh my
machine's
God, we've left her on her
possessed.
own.
no.
Just keep talking.
She'll fix it.
Don't draw any
We're not-
attention to me.
Thankfully, I have one of these already finished, so you're not going to need to.
Okay, good. Whew, I'm off the hook.
But anyway, Jan, you were one of the ones that sort of resisted the Boulder Babes.
Yes, I did. I poo-pooed it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it to come off like, we live too close to Vegas. Didn't want it to be
Yeah.
kind of like,
We were the showgirls of
Right.
of sewing.
like we had a pole in the quilt shop or something in the middle of the.
There is one in Fiddlesticks, isn't there?
Well,
Not so much.
you
Not
weren't
supposed-
supposed to talk
It's
about
in the back
that.
room.
the practice area.
Right.
Yes.
Right. But anyway, so
School to work.
when the magazine came about, Quilting Celebrations, of course, they were the first group of people that I called to help me out to get the projects finished.
To do
And
all the work.
To
we
do
didn't
the
quite
work.
know what
Day
was
and
involved.
night.
I was very clear
No, you
about
weren't.
what was involved.
Oh,
I
just
said
a
it would
little
be fun.
sewing.
I said it would be fun.
And
was
it
it
was.
not fun?
It was.
fun.
We
It
know how to
was.
have fun.
It was
Definitely.
fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We laughed with you.
And at me.
And at you,
I
yes.
remember times.
Yes.
But you guys affectionately refer to our sessions as sweatshops. And
Yes.
that's really what they are. We can crank out a lot of quilts in
Yeah,
one weekend,
really.
3 or 4 day weekend.
We have some amazing quilters
Talent,
too.
yeah, definitely.
Really, really amazing.
Well,
But the great thing about it, though, is that you challenged us. And we had fears of our satin stitching and I think
I didn't see that so much. I mean,
we
I'm
all
glad-
did, but I think it really
better
helped
than you
us.
think,
Yeah.
yeah.
you forced us to learn
Yes.
how to satin stitch.
quilting by force.
Yes, and also the
Free motion quilting.
free motion. Yeah.
Jan would not do free
I
motion
would not
quilting,
drop
period.
my feed dogs. Not dropping my
anybody.
feed dogs for anybody. But
But you're getting pretty good at it.
getting better.
Jan is also the hostess for Party with Patrick at Fiddlesticks in
Yes,
Boulder City. So
Yeah, I
you've got some
enjoy doing
experience
that.
now.
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
It's
Got a
we have a
little
really
under my
good time,
belt.
don't we? Well, Rhonda's going to press these,
Okay.
but we do already have one of these put together. I'm just going to take the pocket here, though, because we're not going to do any satin stitching on this one. We've already got that taken care of. So what you do here to get the pocket quilted, you're going to need to, it's kind of like sandwiching a quilt, but a little bit backwards because we have to have the right sides of the line. This is going to be the lining of the
Right,
pocket.
okay.
And then this is the facing of the pocket.
Because you want it to be finished on the inside.
Right, right.
When you put
So
the
to
parts.
get it sandwiched, you have to sandwich fabrics right side together.
Okay.
And then we're going to stitch this, and by the time you turn it, then the batting will be on the inside.
Okay.
So let's just stitch this at, I'm going to turn this around this way so that you
Okay.
you're stitching
And-
with the seams.
Is it 1/4 inch?
Yeah,
Okay.
1/4 inch single out.
Just a straight seamed all
Yep,
the way down?
yep, exactly.
Okay. So,
Now that you've perfected that.
well, I wouldn't say that, but I'm getting there.
You're learning. It's a new
Okay,
machine for
yeah.
you. I think it's fun to try new machines though and see what each one can do.
So when Gary called and said that you were going to be doing your next episodes, Rhonda and I decided that we would drive all the way down to Arizona.
You were a
from
big
Boulder
excuse
City.
to
Yes,
Get away.
To
to
get
get
away.
away. And
We don't usually need excuses though. We find excuses
That's
to
right.
spend time together.
yeah, we haven't seen each other in a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, this is probably the longest stretch we've gone since we met, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Several
when,
months.
how long have we known each other, Patrick? About 3 years now? I met you when Gary took you
I think
into
it is.
Fiddlesticks, and I was so annoyed that there was a man in the quilt shop. Then I found out it was Patrick Lose.
And you ran right down, didn't
I
you?
did. No, I came in to get thread.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
right.
Then Mary introduced me, and she
That's
said,
right.
"Do you know Patrick Lose?"
You thought-
I know
Yeah.
Patrick Lose. Where have you been? And then I bowed to you.
Yes, and I was signing everything that
And
she
she was so
wrote.
excited because we were getting ready to go on a retreat to
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, and
That's right, I forgot.
and we always buy little presents for each
Yeah.
other. And she bought us patterns from you.
Yes.
Signed,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, everybody.
Yeah,
I didn't
we-
know that.
yeah,
Well, I made you
that's
sign them all. That's what you were doing.
Oh, I thought I was signing them for you. I'm like, why do you want to?
No, I know. It was hard giving them to everybody. Dear Jan. But I did anyway. They all got gifts, and they all thought they were special.
And
Makes me
then we,
think I'm
of course,
special.
went shopping looking for your
For your
fabric.
fabric. Yes.
Yes.
Hill and Dale.
Yep.
And I've been in that area in Pennsylvania, know all of those shops.
Yes.
Look what you're doing.
I'm getting fired as the
Fire the presser.
Okay. Okay. So is it Rhonda's turn?
I iron.
Yep, Rhonda, if you would, just, now this
Oh,
one,
now,
we just want,
okay.
just go ahead and press the seam toward
Do you want me-
the actual scarf, either direction.
Either.
I would do it, yeah,
Yeah.
from the wrong side.
Either
right
direction,
side.
but there's only one way that's right.
Patrick's way.
Patrick's.
We know that.
So always ask before you do anything.
Just jump right on that last nerve. And
Yes, we know.
We don't need
you
a
are
brain.
evil. You must be destroyed.
As we say, we don't need a brain when we're with you.
No.
Okay, now we're just going to turn this.
Should she press it one
Yep,
more time?
One more time.
Okay. What's the right way?
This would be the correct way.
Okay. Got that, Rhonda?
I got it.
It's a good thing for you that this is a G-rated show.
It is.
I have a few
Oh, choice words. huh?
monikers for you. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
And now the only thing that's left to do here, which we have already done on the finished version, is to duplicate the quilting that's in the background onto the scarf. I just used a free motion
Okay.
loopy meander with
And
the
you did the
silver-
metallic thread.
Yeah, I mean, I think for something like this, especially a more
Yeah.
contemporary, wintry kind of thing,
I like the way it
metallic
looks on
thread's
the
great.
snowflakes, especially.
I do too. I really like the snowflakes.
Did you talk about the snowflakes?
Well, you know, we
You kind of
didn't.
touched on it earlier.
Yeah, a little bit. They're very easy to do just because of this hexagon shape. All you have to do is connect the points. You know, with satin stitching, just run a straight line through them and do it's almost like bird's feet there. But
Right, right.
do a little V over each line. But right now, what we're going to do is just easily 1/4 inch seam around the bottom of this, and we'll just attach that pocket
Okay.
to the.
And then
the
that'll
wall
kind of
hanging.
line up into the binding, right?
Yeah, I would actually probably stitch it about 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
Because you're just basting it, and then when you
Okay.
sew the binding on, you don't have to worry about the stitching from that
Okay.
being on the inside.
All right.
Now, Patrick, when using metallic for the top here, you do not recommend metallic for the bobbin, correct?
I do.
Oh, do you
I,
use it?
well, I don't always, but
Okay.
I have used
been a
metallic in the
lot of-
bobbin. And I think it kind of depends on the thread. I've used Sulky metallic thread, though, in the bobbin.
Excuse me,
and the-
excuse me. Thank you.
And on the,
Quilter at work.
the needle, and I think it's fine. But,
Okay.
you know, you can also use a bobbin weight
Yeah.
white thread. You know.
But you know, another thing about, I'm glad you brought up metallic thread, because another thing that you can do with metallic thread that's great is there's a lubricant called Tri-Flow. It's like a silicone lubricant.
Yeah, you told us about that.
Yeah, if you put it, you know, run a line of it right on the cone of thread or the spool of thread, you know, kind of sparingly, because it goes a long way. But that helps that thread just fly through the works of the machine and through the needle.
Do you have to
This
repeat
kinda
that process
came
a few
over
times
with
during the project?
Yeah, I do it every time that I get that spool of thread out. I mean, it's not like it lingers or, you know, it stays on the thread all that long. It's not that big of a deal, but is that working?
That's cute, Jan.
Okay,
Very nice.
that's it.
So really, all that's left to do on this is bind
binding,
it, and then we would put a sleeve on the back,
Okay.
a hanging sleeve, which we're going to do in another episode. You can actually look in Quilting Celebrations magazine, the first issue. That was
Own
the
it.
winter. Yeah, so do I. And you can look in
Signed
there.
by you.
That's right. I did. I autographed yours. These guys worked on that issue. But there's hanging sleeve instructions there. You can also find them at the website, quiltingcelebrations.com. So we'll put the hanging sleeve on the back, and this hanger is also available at the website.
Own it.
Which don't you own just about everything
I do.
that I've done?
I do.
You know, Jan, now that we have grandbabies, you know, we could also use this to hide little treats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cute, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hang it within reach then.
Well, no, you can, you know, it's a treat, so, you know,
Oh,
you gotta
so
earn
you
to go
can
up to
hang
the...
'em.
Yeah.
We carry them around everywhere we go. The children are not allowed to walk or we'll get on the floor.
Well, so that's pretty easy, huh?
Okay, yeah. It's great. It's so cute too, Patrick.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
I do. And I love all the colors. I love your fabric, of course, you know that.
Thank you. It was nice to have you guys here too to work on it with me
we're
for our
just-
Christmas in July episode.
Yes.
Thanks for
and we love
having
Christmas.
us.
Yes,
Sure.
thank you.
We have plenty of stories to share now on our way home.
We do. We have a few more. Actually, we're going to work on some gift card holders that I've designed. We'll work on those for the next segment.
Okay,
So
good.
join us then.
Gammill has developed the next generation tracking system called the Breeze. An innovative V-tracking design creates a seamless guide for the wheels. With a unique multi-bearing wheel system, weight is evenly distributed, minimizing friction. With these amazing features, every quilter will enjoy an improved quilting experience, making smooth curves effortless. To realize your dream, visit Gammill.com or call 1-800-659-8224.
For over 40 years, Baby Lock has been dedicated to the love of sewing by creating machines for quilting, sewing, embroidery, and serging. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Koala Studios delivers sewing furniture custom built in America.
Welcome back to our Christmas in July episode of Quilting Celebrations. I'm here again with Jan and Rhonda, my friends from Boulder City, and we thought it would be fun to make some gift card holders.
Okay.
For the season of giving, everybody likes to get gift cards.
We do.
Well, there's a nice way here to give them, and
Nordstrom,
American Express.
Starbucks.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
might as well hand you cash.
That's right.
This is a good way to even give cash,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
So we've got a little mitten shape or a stocking shape, and you just put your gift card in there. And then at the end of the unwrapping, you've got an ornament that can hang on the tree, too. So, but they're really easy to make, and you can crank out a lot of them at the same time.
Oh, okay.
What I did was designed it so that the Warm Company makes Steam-A-Seam too, and they make it in sheets that are 9 by 12 inches.
Okay.
So that makes this a really, doable size, also and just easy to
So how
crank
many
out a bunch.
of these can you get out of? You could make 2.
Well, if you do, like I have pre-cut pieces of fabric that are 9.5 by 12.5,
Okay.
so that they're half, quarter of an inch on all sides bigger than the sheet of Steam-A-Seam.
Yes.
So what we do is we're going to fuse the Steam-A-Seam to the back. This is one of my new yarn dyed
Oh, I
fabrics.
love
Love it.
Kona Color Works from Robert Kaufman.
Love them.
And so this one doesn't have a right or a wrong side, but you would fuse the sheet of Steam-A-Seam to the wrong side of the fabric of two different pieces of fabric.
And these
then,
also have they're very functional. Are you going to do the plaid with the plaid? And
yeah,
okay.
I am sort of reverse colors on this one.
Okay, kind of, okay, like these.
But the great thing about these, and what makes it a lot easier and makes them so much more sturdy, like if you're going to be putting them on a tree or whatever, Sulky has a great stabilizer that I use for satin stitching a lot, but I kind of thought it would come in handy for these. So what we're going to do is fuse a sheet of the Tearaway Stabilizer, you know, in between the two pieces of fabric, and then that gives it some body and some stiffness there to make it easier to work with.
Okay. So hold all those bucks that you're going to put in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is what you're giving us? Is that
This is all you're getting.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll, here, Jan, do you want to do that
Sure.
one? We'll just peel the paper backing away. And I'm going to let you press this, actually, Jan. We'll put the Tearaway Stabilizer. And that's a nice lightweight stabilizer. It's not, some of them are very heavy, but we don't want anything too much heavier for these because they're already, with the Steam-A-Seam 2, they've already got a lot of body to them. So.
Okay.
And that's easy enough to do. We'll just press those together. Now we've got one here that's already fused, and Rhonda, if you would like to help me, we will do the stocking. And see, you can put two stockings side by side, and I think, this is big enough to do four. So you can make two gift card holders, out of, you want to do them in reverse. So.
Okay.
Now this one's
So you just draw right on the fabric, huh?
Yeah, because you're going to be cutting this edge off anyway.
This
These are
thick.
super
I think
easy.
Probably the fine point would work better on that.
That's okay. Here, why don't you do that one and then Jan, if you want to do you have the mittens over there? Yeah, you could trace the mittens onto that one. Oh,
she's got the other one there.
Okay, let's see. There you go.
Make sure I.
So now these go opposite. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. This would be a great project too to get the kids involved with.
This would be
really easy. Just have a little get together and.
Be a lot of fun.
Okay, so you got those. I'm going to.
For school teachers.
Yeah, this is a great like secret Santa kind of gift. If you want to trace some more, I will.
Rhonda, you could put your pieces of jewelry in here.
That would be great, actually.
Or give jewelry.
Yes.
Rhonda makes a lot of jewelry.
No, she.
Right. Well, that's right. You don't make it.
No, I sell it.
You sell.
Bling bling.
And she
Rhonda
gives
and her
it.
bling.
Yeah, she gives it as gifts.
So then, what I'm doing now, once they're traced, you just cut right on the line. You don't have to worry too much about making it perfect at this point because we're going to do some cutting with some pinking shears at the end to finish those edges.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
And you can use lots of different shapes of pinking shears too. Scrapbookers especially have lots of different scissor shapes that would work for this. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to cut those out and I'll move on with. All right, so I'm going to make a red one. So I'll put the two green sides together.
Okay.
And these are, I mean, you just do whatever you want. You can use any kind of trimmings or buttons or ribbons or whatever. But I'm going to use a green ribbon here, and we're going to cut it just a little bit larger than the top of the stocking. And this Steam-A-Seam 2 tape is really great. So
love it.
What I'm going to do is press that onto one side of the ribbon. Yeah, thanks, Jen.
Okay. Watch your fingers.
Okay.
Okay. Good?
Yep. Let that cool.
So you do all this before you sew it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that the sewing is what holds it all together then at the end.
Okay.
And then we're just on one side gonna
press it down.
Oh, just go to there.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Then, Rhonda, what I'm going to have you do, let's see. I'm going to put this knotted ribbon across here. So I'm going to cut off a little bit of that because that's too long. And really, all you need to do
is
just kind of baste it. Just
on
like
both sides?
Like an 1/8 of an inch,
Okay,
exactly.
both sides, okay, got it.
So this is just really to hold that down until we stitch around the stocking.
Like
Okay,
the
now-
machine, Rhonda? It's nice.
Yeah.
If I hadn't put that knot in that ribbon, we could have used the steam-a-seam tape also to put that one
okay.
down, and then we wouldn't have to be doing this
Oh,
basting.
all
So
right.
it would be
Okay.
even faster, you know,
Faster.
to do that.
But you need something on there.
Yeah, a little.
Well,
It
you've
gives
got
it a
these
little
little,
bit of depth.
we could sew these little things
Yeah.
on too.
Oh
or
yeah.
just-
Any, you know,
yeah.
find you know, buttons or bows or in this case snowflakes.
the snowflakes,
Have some
yeah.
little buckles. Just any kind of findings to decorate them with, and it makes it more fun too to do each one a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next thing, I'm going to show you how to make the little holder. We're going to do one like this, and this is just a piece of ribbon. You know, just cut off a length, maybe 4 inches. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the
tape.
tape.
Now this is a little narrow.
Yeah, this is a narrower tape. This one's
Okay.
a 1/4 inch. Okay, and Jan, if you would
Okay.
press that. Press it to one edge of the ribbon, not down the center.
Okay.
Okay.
Did it stick?
Yeah, that one end was, there we go. Okay, so now we've got the fusible on one side of the ribbon, and I'm just going to fold that in half.
Oh. Well,
See,
this
there's
is
no
great.
sewing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
that fast.
Okay.
Watch
your
my finger.
fingers.
I trust you.
Watch your fingers.
I don't know why, but I trust you.
Oh. You're a smart man. Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to just trim that to the length that I want it evenly. And then, Rhonda, we're going to do another little bit of basting, so
Okay.
just kind of hold it there and give it a little tack. We can remove the basting stitches if we need to later, but
Let's see.
Easy does it.
there.
Whoa, Nellie. That's so
Probably the hardest
Such
thing of the whole.
expertise. Yeah, seriously, basting. right. Okay, so then all we have to do, put the two pieces together, and you can use those dreaded pins if you need to, or if not, just stitch at 1/4 inch all the way around the stocking.
That is so cute.
You know, the great thing about this
really easy.
is that, you know, for busy moms wanting to give their kids a project, they can they could pre-cut everything and have it all
Definitely.
ready for them and make it go a lot quicker.
And you know, if you like to do handwork too, these could easily be done with a hand blanket stitch with pearl cotton
yeah.
around the outside.
Oh, that'd be very cute.
I should have thought of that before.
I know. Get on it, okay? Yeah, but the sewing machine makes it go quick and
Yeah, it depends on how much work you want to put into them. I mean,
Right.
if you wanted to make a nice, like a wool felt
that
version
would
of it, and
That's
then,
a great
Yeah.
idea.
yeah, that'd be cute. You might, you know,
Yeah.
put a little
It's
bit
more
of handwork.
texture
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just
But I mean, you could go, you know, these are fairly traditional looking, but you could get really glitzy, put rhinestones on them or
Oh, yeah.
sequins, or you could do them more, you know, more homespun looking with use some raffia or things like that for the ribbons.
kind of tailor it to your Christmas tree.
Yeah, exactly. Or whoever you're giving the
Right.
gift to.
this sure would be cute on those like little angel trees that we used to do at
Oh,
the
yeah.
schools,
Yeah.
you know.
Some of the department stores have those too.
Now this, like the real detailed directions are in the magazine,
Yeah,
right?
everything's in the magazine.
Okay.
Yeah. And this will be the fall-winter issue of
Okay.
Quilting Celebrations.
Just probably trim that up, right?
That looks great. Well, we're going to cut this all off anyway
Okay.
because
with the
I've got,
pinking
yeah,
shears.
some pinking shears. This is a little bit thick, so, you know, it's not like cutting through a single layer of fabric, but you just go around enough to give it a,
Fun. I love that fabric, Patrick.
thank you. This one's monochromatics.
Come on, okay.
There's right now 3 different prints in that line, all tone on tone.
I don't have any of that.
It's not. It's just coming out now.
Okay.
So you're.
I don't own any of that, but I will.
What are you trying to say?
But I will.
But I
We
will.
want it in our collection.
Yes. Is that for me, Patrick?
This one could be for you.
Do you have a
We'll make one
like
for
an-
Rhonda also.
like an open credit card you could stick in there?
Actually, no, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I'd ask.
It's always worth asking. So there you go.
Oh, very cute.
So how easy is that?
That's awesome.
Awesome. Yep.
You crank out a lot of these in no
Yeah.
time, and I think that's what we ought to do. Is just
Okay,
sit here,
can we make more
Make a
and-
few more,
Okay,
and I have a little
I'm ready.
help for us here. I have to tell you,
Where did you get that?
this is from another Party with Patrick shop
Oh, fun.
in North Liberty, Iowa. Our friend Peg Griffin and her members there sent this from the Cedar Ridge Vineyards in Iowa, my home
Love the
state.
colors
Yeah.
on
So-
that label. It's beautiful.
Group
Well, how
after our
fun.
Try a little bit of this to
Well,
celebrate.
cheers to them.
Cheers to them is right.
Yeah.
Cheers to us.
Okay.
And
you
we
had
will see you
glasses.
on the next episode of Quilting Celebrations. Cheers.
Cheers.